Alex Singer, do you have anything to say about what happened today? It's a live stream on Periscope.
Sure. What I have to say to this is what we witnessed today. We witnessed the disenfranchisement of 50% of the base of the Democratic Party in Nevada. There is no Democratic Party in Nevada right now because 50% of it is missing. It was disenfranchised. We were pushed aside. We were marginalized, and we were silenced. When you do that, you break the party. You've broken the party. I don't know how you mend this. I don't know how you mend a broken party when you're literally telling 50% of the people that are trying to vote for their preferred candidate. It wasn't that we didn't have the votes tonight. That's not what we were angry about.
Right.
What we're angry about is that when we see things happening on that stage that aren't part of the Democratic Party, that's when people get upset. That's when people get
We
angry.
weren't heard.
No, right. We weren't heard. We need to have our voices heard. We need to express our anger and our frustration that the party platform didn't hear us. It didn't understand what we were trying to fight for. The reason that we're fighting
just not being heard, we were dismissed.
Well, right. There's a dismissal. There was a disenfranchisement. They were being pushed to the side. When that happens, you are literally telling 50% of your party, you don't matter. And
Yeah, go home. Don't participate.
Home. Basically, they could have done this entire convention
without us. Without us. They didn't need us here for that.
Party. That is why the party.
She just
broken.
passed her own motion.
Right. We're past. If you have a state party, you have a responsibility to all of your constituents, not just the few, not just the preferred party that you have. Every single person here deserves to be heard. Again, it wasn't that we didn't have the votes.
Right.
It's that we want to say in the future.
We were disappointed.
Right, we were
but
disappointed. But that's not where the anger came from. That's not where the disappointment came from. It came from not being heard in the party platform. It came from not being heard on the motions, on anything that was heard up there. That's a problem. When you have people that are calling an end to things without any sort of motion, you have us sitting out here. I've been here since 6 o'clock this morning.
Same.
15 hours.
And when you have an entire half of the room screaming and they pretend they don't hear you.
Right, if you're going to call yay or nay vote, respect the yay or the nay vote.
Correct.
Period. If the side is louder, I don't care if it's not what you want to hear. I don't care if it's not the answer that you want to hear. You abide by it. That is a democracy. That is the Democratic Party. We're all Democrats.
So guess what?
That's the most important thing. We're fighting for democratic values. I'm running as a Democrat in the 3rd Congressional District. That's who I am. I am a Democrat. This isn't about trying to overthrow the party. It's about trying to change the party so that it's representative of every
We wanted to join the party and get as many people to join the party and make our party stronger.
I will represent Hillary supporters. I will respect every single voter. That's how you build a party. That's how you build a strong party. If you want to beat Trump in November, you know how you do it? You bring us together. You don't divide us. You don't make it Hillary versus Bernie. You make it Democrat and Democrat, not versus, not anything quite like that. That's what we witnessed tonight, and it's a travesty, and it's the first time in my life I can honestly say I am sad. I am sad to be a Democrat.
I cried today.
Yeah. It was heartbreaking.
I literally, and I don't cry, but I literally cried today. I was so sad.
My 2 parents who came to the convention tonight, lifelong Democrats. Father's in his late 60s, my mom's in her early 60s. Proud Democrats for as long as they've been alive, and as long as they've been able to vote. They grew up in Democratic families. What they witnessed tonight, that hasn't happened. That doesn't happen. We can't claim to be better than Republicans if we pull this crap at our state convention.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be about uniting us. This is supposed to be bringing us together to the point where we say, we're all going to join together. We may not have gotten what we wanted, but at least we were heard. At least we had a voice in the platform.
Right.
We didn't get any.
There was no appeasement, no offering, no grapevine or whatever they call it, olive branch.
Yeah. And
there was no olive branch.
I guarantee you.
There were olives on the pizza.
Right. And
that was about it.
Part, I will honestly say that there's a good 60 to 70% of the Bernie supporters that would say, okay, I can vote for Hillary. I can do that.
Who are you real quick?
I think there are.
Alex
Singer, he's a Bernie crap, but he is also a Democrat.
A Democrat.
A
That's
Democrat.
What we are. And at the end of the day, what we saw out there, and this is my good friend, Will Wait, what we tried to do tonight was try to have things the way we want as a Democratic Party. We're progressives. We're Democrats. You want to win in November? Unite us. You don't? Don't. And what I was going to say, there's a good chunk of people in here, Bernie supporters, that would have supported Hillary.
I believe you're right.
Absolutely.
But when you pull this, right, would have. But when you pull and you divide the room the way they did, you made it so it was Hillary versus Bernie. You've just pissed on 90% of
They lit a match.
Right. And I can tell you that there was a lot of broken-hearted Hillary people.
I actually saw a couple come sit on our
They
side.
don't like this either because they want to win. They want to unite
Right.
the party. They don't want a divided party. These are Democrats. These are people that they want to change the country for the better, just like everybody else. And here we are. We have the state party.
They're disillusioning their own
Right.
side on, you know, even within our party. I heard a man on the Hillary side.
You are wrong.
Right.
You're wrong.
And he was saying, you don't treat the new young voters in your party like this. That's not how you run your state
What is it
convention.
about enfranchising voters?
They should be wanting people to come participate. After this goes live to thousands of people, how many people want to sign up for this? How many people are now like going to jump on this bandwagon of insanity?
Young 16, 17-year-olds.
There were 17-year-olds, yeah. They were excited.
That wanted to be here. What they witnessed, not being able to talk, not seeing people that they support talk. No, the fact of the matter is, a congressional candidate, we didn't get to talk until the very, very end.
After everybody left?
After everybody's left. After we're no longer in our congressional breakout any longer.
Right.
Not about what you're saying or what
All I
you
can
have
say is
to
seriously
say.
to that, what the hell?
We're leaving.
Do we want a better party? Or,
Yes, we
We're
do.
going.
The officers are talking. It's not Peggy. It's the officers.
We
I
know,
want
we're
you
gone.
out safely. I don't want anyone arrested.
We can talk outside the room.
Yeah, talk
let's go.
outside the room, please.
All right, we're going to have to move outside the ballroom.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for
Thank
keeping
you.
a safe exit. And that was the most important part, and everything else will be in the
Very
hands of the
important.
attorneys. Isn't everything else in the hands of the attorneys? So that this never
guess.
happens again?
We'll see.
But what's more important, all the energy you see in the
Oh, we're okay. No,